What is going on, Governor? It's Chisgule here, and today we're going to cover the Ark of Osiris. We're visiting Kingdom 235. We're going to be hanging out with Click, Boom, Dead, where one of the former members of Marvel is now playing. We got an invite from them and one other person at the same time for this same alliance, and I was like, you know what? We got to visit our friends from Marvel and see kind of what they're cooking these days. So I'm excited to cover this Ark of Osiris. We can just cruise through the members real quick to get a glance at the roster. They've got a couple T5 players, is my understanding. Two. There it is. Salah Adin. Nice. I see what they did there. And Jackie Greco's probably got some T5, at least one T5 unit chilling in there. So I'm very much looking forward to covering this arc. With that said, we've got a few minutes till this arc fires up, so we're going to go back to my kingdom, and for those of you that haven't seen the routine, hashtag the routine, we cruise around killing Shrine and Altar Guardians. We're going to try to get value right up to the last second here before we jump into the arc, and at the end of this thing, we might just get a peek in Ronnie's kingdom and kind of see what's going on there, because drama alert, there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. All right. Let's just give a quick shout out to a few folks that have jumped into the chat already. I started the stream early, so I wouldn't have expected anyone to be here at all. Tickmont, Little Squirtle, Corey, Kevin, ZT, who has got some really inappropriate messages and is probably about to get banned if he keeps it up. What else is going on? Nightmare. Nightcore. What is going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are doing the hashtag the morning routine where we run around, we kill some guardians, and then we're going to cover Ark of Osiris. 'Cause, man, that's a fun thing to do. We got a new stone pit cooking up. That's pretty sweet. We'll send out a gatherer real quick. Got to keep that sweet RSS flowing. And, I was looking in my storehouse earlier. Someone contested that, like, hey, when you have, gold and you're farming a gold node, it doesn't contribute to the storehouse, but I can confirm. We tested just this morning. We had a gold node complete. We were at about 2 million before completion of the gold node, and then it jumped up to 2.4 right after. I actually wanted to show that on stream, but it finished just minutes ago, it seems, maybe 20 minutes ago. Anyways, let's go back over here. This is where we're going for shrines right now. The routine is we start all the way by the Lost Temple. We do those. We zip down over here. Boom. We do these. Then we go to this shrine, do those. Then we go over here. Boom. Do that shrine. I'm not going to stick around for the third shrine because I care about you guys so much to create the Ark of Osiris content that you want to see. We're going to go do Ark of Osiris instead. We're going to watch that rather than get that sweet, sweet value in the last shrine. In the meantime, we're going to start to signal that we're ready by setting our troops outside of the Shrine of War so that folks know, like, hey, we are here and we're ready to go. If you're AFK, you would typically stay inside the shrine at this point. That's like the nonverbal communication that says, oh, like, this player hasn't left the shrine. They must not be here yet. And we should be rolling in just a second here. Okay, 30 seconds. Shrine crew. And then we're going to roll. Because I think walls might not be here. Something I like to do is set a timer when I'm traveling from place to place. That way I actually remember where I'm going and what's happening. And sometimes I forget to do that. All right. And it looks like I have to ban the first user I've ever had to ban. That's cool. Bada boom. Done. Banned and reported. Okay. Let's get this shrine group rolling. We're going. If you've got questions, drop them in the chat. We're going to show some Ark of Osiris momentarily. We're still waking up. This is pretty early where we are. And we are charging at these guardians. Bada boom. Okay, a bunch of stuff showing up in the chat. Remember yesterday I told you that I was accidentally starred my jumper, Yi Sung-ye, and he went to 4-1-1-1-1. Well, what are the odds? Wow, you upgraded and it went to 5-1-1-1-1. That's amazing. Living the dream. I mean, the odds were 1 in 4. The odds were 1 in 4, but not every day you win that dice roll. That's awesome. Congratulations. Gosho says, "Hey man, sorry for my English, but I want to ask a question. Got my first legendary 2 days earlier. Should I max out his first skill, then level him up, or go for leveling fast?" 100%, without a question. Max the first skill before you proceed any further. 10 out of 10, my recommendation is to always max the first skill. If you don't max the first skill, you can get into serious trouble with a commander that's fairly non-optimal. That first skill is really the moneymaker. It does all the hard work. So that is what I would recommend. Jort asks, is the City Hall decoration good? I think the City Hall decoration is fine. I would rather use the Thanksgiving decoration, but if you didn't get the Thanksgiving decoration because you maybe weren't playing at that time, or even you just didn't buy into it, then actually it is pretty darn decent. Killer Alon joining in, saying he missed the ARK, but you didn't, my friend. But you didn't. ARK is starting in a solid 7 minutes, but I mean, come on, folks. We got to get value every second that we're looking at the game, right? So we're running around killing Shrine and Altar Guardians for max value. This is how I get my commanders to be pretty darn high level. That said, somebody's not actually doing follow the leader right now. That's awkward. All right, I'll go to this one then. I'll go to this one. I was a little slow on the uptakes. That was kind of my fault for watching the chat, but not really watching over here. Anyways, bada boom. We're smashing down these Shrine and Altar Guardians, getting serious value. Bada boom. We missed out with one of our armies, but that really doesn't matter very much because we're getting the majority of value. Luigi, turn around, buddy. Turn around. Well, definitely don't hit that guy. Well, I guess we'll see what happens there. All right. We got folks pouring into watch and going into the chat. That's cool. Cool. Luigi got the memo. He's chilling. Bada boom. Now we send our armies down here. Cruising along. I can't wait until I can multi-select armies. My life will be 5 million times more improved. Grindello says, Chisgule, do you have Yi Sung-ye? And if so, what level is he? Happy to share. We do have Yi Sung-ye. He's level 20 because I'm playing the patience game. We're being patient AF. I don't know if I should be this patient. We got the first skill maxed. We want to max the second skill before we proceed any further. Then we want to unlock the last 2 skills, then max him out from there. Part of the reason that we're doing that is that I do... Oh, man, my troops are really fast. Guess I should have been watching that a little more closely. I can basically expertise any epic I want at this point. I can expertise literally any epic I want. So an expertised epic is going to beat a 5-1-1-1 legendary, I think, in most cases. I guess it depends on the legendary and it depends on what you're doing. So for me, the patient route, upping the second skill is very, very important, and that's a thing that we're always going to try to do. In the meantime, banging out that sweet, sweet experience. And I don't know, if you've never done this before, if you've never gone around killing Shrine Guardians, right? Like, look at this. That's 20k experience, 20k experience, 30k experience, 20k experience, 30k. This goes on and on and on. I've been doing this all morning. Not really all morning, but we 3 holy sites worth. That's the more accurate response. Bada boom, we're about to finish that off. Now I'm going to send my troops going home. We're going to jump over to the other kingdom because ARK of Osiris is going to start in like 4 minutes, which is pretty darn soon. Boom, boom. All right, those guys are on their way home. While they walk, may as well get a little value, am I right? Bang out this. Boom, boom, boom. And time to switch over. Time to switch over to cover none other than ARK of Osiris. Gaming World, welcome to the channel. This is your first time here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, that's my mini. That was totally not the right thing. I went on autopilot. Any news on Ronnie's War? No news, but we'll go check it out. In my stream yesterday, with minimal information, I just want to clarify, with minimal information and probably minimal accuracy, I made an assessment of the war based on what I could see and what I knew. Um, and I thought that was pretty fun to do. If that's something you're interested in, you should definitely let me know in the chat. We'll be sure to do that after the Ark of Osiris, which is about to start in a solid 4 minutes, baby. I'm very much looking forward to it. For those of you that are just joining us, Ark of Osiris with Click Boom Dead, some, or at least one, member of Marvel now is in this alliance in Kingdom 235. They asked me to cover their Ark of Osiris, and I said, of course, my friend, I will come and visit and see what you're up to these days. They've got 2 T5 players in their ranks, and they are thinking that they may be the only ones with T5 in this matchup, so we'll kind of see. Gaming World saying, thanks, Chisgule. I really hope you get T5 within this week or two. Well, there's a few things that might accelerate that. Convenient timing for you to have said that. If you make a super chat, there should be a notification that pops up in the top center that's like, boom, super chatter, and I think it'll share your message, maybe? Maybe? I'm not sure. And then over here is people who donate via the link in the bottom. And anyone who donates from the link in the chat, it's going to show up above my head toward my T5 True Progress donation bar. I don't know. I just put that in yesterday. We'll see how we like it. We'll see how we like it. Let's see here. Boxster 1063, very interested in Ronnie's War. Please cover. Adrian, love my videos. Thank you very much. Thinda's laughing. Talking Turtle, good morning. Good morning, one and all. Gather ye friends for Ark of Osiris. First thing in the morning for me, caffeine in hand, mug practically as big as my face, but not as big as a Jit Pies mug. Ay. There's a joke there to be made, but anyways, we're going to keep going. Granillo, sorry I have to drag you into this, but what side am I on for the K16 war? I am not on a side. I'm not on a side. I have some opinions. And I'll share them in a second, but I'm not on a side. Killer Roland, I'm really hoping this is going to be a fair match. Me too. Let me give you the inside information and why this match might be more fair than we might have expected. So it sounds like there was a major leadership change within this alliance within the last couple hours, apparently. Within the last couple hours, this alliance had a major leadership change. I don't think the original leader, is even going to be here. So I don't know what's about to happen in this Ark of Osiris. I chatted with someone who, it is scary, by the way. Alon is pointing out that it's scary that the leader has left. Yes, that is super alarming. Here's the thing, though. Talk about this in another video. People often end up in leadership positions because of their being good at a job rather than being a good leader. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this person was a bad leader. What I'm saying is that not everyone who's in a leadership position wants to be there. Sometimes they end up there because they were just good at doing something they were already doing. In this case, in this game, maybe they just happened to have started an alliance and a whole bunch of people joined it and they ended up being kind of successful. There's a whole bunch of reasons why that may or may not be the case in this instance, but who wears the R4 title and who wears the leader title does not always align with qualified to lead or wants to lead, frankly. Anyways, we got 25 seconds. We're going to have a whole series about leadership because that's the thing we're actually pretty passionate about. We've done that in a professional setting in a number of instances, so we'll talk about how that applies to here. Ditya saying, hey, I feel like the matches without T5 are more interesting. In some ways they are. I'd rather see... I don't know. I like watching everything, actually. I like watching the kingdoms that just got their Ark. I like watching the kingdoms that have had Ark for a while, the older kingdoms. Let's go check out what we're up against here. What do we got? The leader definitely does not have T5. Unless there was an extra 0 there that I missed. The officers do not have T5. And the power levels here do not... Nope, no T5 on the enemy side. Well, this could be one-sided depending on the execution of the strategy. You win Ark of Osiris if you have one more point than the enemy. So The advice I would have for the folks that are in the alliance that we're not, I don't want to say supporting, but like that brought us in to spectate, DBGL. The advice I would have for them is a little bit of wisdom from Han Solo. You ready for my Han Solo wisdom? The Han Solo wisdom is don't get cocky, kid. Right? That's the line where he's basically like, look, you might have an advantage here. You might have an advantage here. Be cool. Be cool. Play smart ARK. You only need to win by one. You only need to win by one. So let's play it intelligently. These guys still porting in. Let's just quick glance at the numbers. You can see here the leader who must have registered themselves and then no-showed, which is just baffling to me. That to me is baffling, right? Like if you're a leader, I don't know. I mean, I make this mistake, honestly, but if you say you're going to do something, you do it. And so, like, saying you're going to come to ARK of Osiris and then not coming is kind of weird. Maybe they're just a little late. Maybe they're just late. Maybe they forgot to bring their gatherers back. Pop quiz. We did this yesterday. Pop quiz in the chat. In the chat, which wherever that shows up. Is it over there? Over there? Where does your chat show up? Drop into the chat the 3 things that can prevent you from entering ARK of Osiris, and if there's a fourth I can't remember, then thank you for filling me in on what that 4th thing is. What prevents you from entering the ARK of Osiris when the battle starts? What are those things? Thinda says, I think Chisgule recommends Pelagius as a great epic cavalry commander. I think, yeah, Pelagius is good. Pelagius is good. Let's see here. We've got someone else who needs banning in the chat. That is shocking to me. Thank goodness for the auto blocking, the sweet, sweet auto blocking that YouTube offers. Cheers, YouTube. Good job. You nailed a hater. You nailed a hater today, YouTube. 2 of them. Probably the same person creating new accounts. Okay. Ton of stuff popping into the chat. Day says, War, RSS, Hospital. Yeah, so if you have any troops outside your city, including in the resource center, you can't join ARK of Osiris. If you got troops in the hospital or scouts running around, you can't join ARK of Osiris. And if you have the War Frenzy buff, you can't join ARK of Osiris. Pop quiz, don't be that person who joins 15 minutes late because you got War Frenzy right before it started. What do I want to see these alliances do at the start of this match? You know what I like to say. Fan out across the map using those T1 troops to very, very rapidly get to where they're going. Who should be sending those T1 troops? It is the players in the very, very front or the front center. You don't really know who the front center is. Actually, I guess you could math it out. You can math out and know exactly who's going to be where because your leader goes here, your R4s go over here, and I think it's the 2 highest power R4s. Maybe it's the first registered R4s. And then it sorts them by power. Interestingly, the 2nd and 3rd highest power players are no-shows over here. I mean, I think we got a match on our hands, my friends. I think there's some T5s in the party, but I think that if Blue has arrived in force, and I'm not convinced they have, then it could be a matchup. Oh, no. 20 versus 26. This, of course, is the challenge with casting the lower power level ARK of Osiris's, is that generally you're not quite as sure how serious of an opponent you're going to get, but at the higher tiers, you're almost guaranteed to get a pretty serious matchup. Anyways, we're going to have, let's see here. Oh, good. Killer Alon doing work as an admin. I love it, my friend. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Let's see here. Oh, it's Warlord and Envoy that end up in the spots. That's really a good call out, Killer. That is a really good call out. All right, so the ARK is not going to open for another 10 minutes. So what should you be doing with your ARK of Osiris strategy during this time? During this time, it is my opinion that you probably should have some commander for the bottom lane. You should have some commander for the top lane. And you should have some leader for the middle lane where the ARK of Osiris is going to be. And those individuals are going to be leading the those lanes of combat, directing the show. In the beginning, there's not really a lot to direct because there's one very, very clear thing you should do. You should get to the objectives, and that includes posturing forward to the altar, to the Shrine of Life, to the Shrine of War, to collect those structures exactly when they tip over in a minute and 30 or so seconds from now. It's a total of 5 minutes from the start. Bunch of folks joining in. I can pay attention to the chat now, depending on how hot of a match this is. I won't be able to look at the chat in the middle, so this is a great time to get your questions into the stream. We've got Raymondo saying, good stream. Rolf saying, greetings from Germany. Appreciate that you like my videos, my friend. Means a lot to me. Mr. DX saying, we want every commander at every kingdom. Right on. All right, we're cruising through here, getting a look around. It looks like the furthest objective, interestingly, has been taken. They sent some speedy T1 Cavs over here to the outpost of Seth. Is it Set or Seth? I feel like the Egyptian was Set, not Seth, is how you pronounce that. Anyways, whatever. Don't care right now. They're moving forward now to get the Sky Altar, which makes a ton of sense. They're not moving forward for the Shrine of War, so, they're figuring it out. They're figuring it out as they go. One thing that I think is kind of inconvenient is that, you can't actually send your troops toward this structure by hitting, attack the structure. You can't actually do it. And that's a bummer because you have to find either a caravan nearby. In this case, there are several. Or in the case over here, you have to, drag your troop and walk it. Drag the screen over and try to walk it over, which is kind of a pain in the butt. Anyways, they're spreading out. What's blue doing? Are they posturing forward? Look at that precision, baby. Boom. They're ready. Are they getting this one, though? No. Is this the more important objective? In my opinion, yes. Altars are crucial, man. Altars are where the points are at. Points, points, points. How many points? I don't know. 750 for initial capture. 150 per minute. For perspective, that's almost double what you get from the Shrine of Life. So, yeah, it seems really important to me. Meanwhile, somehow, there we go. Last outpost now held. There's a funny thing about these outposts, which is that sometimes you really can, take one army, navigate your way, swimming upstream, heading behind enemy lines, and just start capturing these things, because, nobody's at home defending the structures. It feels kind of lame to, oh my goodness. My friends, we got a little match going on here. We got some spunk from blue. They don't care that they have fewer players. They're here to do work. Taking the Shrine of War, massive, massive disruption of points to the folks in red, who we are here to spectate. And why is this a power play? Even if this is a T1 cavalry, they just reset the timer for red actually capturing this objective, which means they've got to wait a solid 3 more minutes. And if they catch this objective, if they sit in this for 2 minutes and 15 seconds successfully from this point, that means they're going to get a solid 400 points, which is big. It's really big. I don't know that it's actually going to work. Look at that. Timing. Boom. Scout is in. Then army should hit. I wouldn't wait to see what the scout found. I just hit it. Boom. There you go. They took it back, but that resets that timer, baby. Resets that timer. So not only are they not going to have some of those buffs for the initial skirmish, but what is going on up over here? Shrine of Life is in contention, my friends. I think we're in store for a spicy ARK of Osiris. More objectives being snagged, but look at all those blue lines pushing forward to some of those objectives that I would expect to be held by red before they've even captured some of their own stuff, which, it's a little questionable, but okay, sure, let's go for it. Let's go for it. It's ARK of Osiris. It's early in the morning for me. Probably not for the folks that are playing. Let's have some fun. Am I right? Am I right? What's the best PvP pair for free to play? You're looking at epic commanders. If you're in the early game, you need troops that can handle a mixed army because you probably don't have troops that can specialize. Commander like Joan of Arc is one of my very favorite because she's got the skill tree and you can get a lot of movement speed via peacekeeping. You can bring a mixed army and have a grand old time. Who would support Joan of Arc in that instance? There's a number of commanders I like. If you're talking about the open field, I really like Scipio. If you're talking about I don't know, another commander that's good for gathering and good for smashing. Joan of Arc is a legit play. Now, this is really interesting. I think this player here needs to just turn around and fight. And what's going on here is they're just getting hunted down. And because they have cavalry in this army, not cavalry, they've, yes, cavalry and siege units in this army, they're just kind of getting melted. And normally, if you had cavalry talents, you get a talent called Charge that makes your cavalry move 30% faster. But the thing is that this army here is a mix of siege units and cavalry, so those talents Charge, if they even have them, are not going to do anything because there are siege units in the army, and the army always goes as fast as the slowest unit. A lot of times when you get caught out of position, you just got to turn around and fight. Now, this is interesting. Desert Altar seeing a lot of attention here from the folks in blue, and that's, I think, the right place for them to be. But in the meantime, we've got some combat on the Desert Altar. Ooh, looks like they turned around, decided to go somewhere else. Meanwhile, Brinks is hitting this player, and yeah, I think that's smart. He's got to turn around and fight. What is the problem with anything but cavalry in the Ark of Osiris? Pop quiz. Put it in the chat. What do I think the problem is with any army other than a cavalry commander leading the army in the Ark of Osiris? Y'all tell me. What's the reason? Why do I struggle with it? Boom. Thinda's got the words. You get caught out of position. You get caught out of position. There was an army in blue. Where did it even go? Oh yeah, this one that got melted. You have no mobility. And so if you make a mistake, you get wrecked. You get super wrecked. And it's easy to make position mistakes because, like, first of all, this is an early kingdom. Second of all, most people haven't been in serious wars. Third of all, even the people who have still don't know positioning. And the only reason I think I have some semblance of an understanding of positioning is because I played a ton of Heroes of the Storm at one point. Whatever, made our way to Platinum. Was it Platinum? It was Platinum. Not a big deal. No big. And honestly, that's not that big of a rank. But the point is that, like, in that game, you'd get super wrecked if you were out of position. And you only had one commander to manage. And that was hard to do. So imagine you've got 3 to 5 armies on the field at once, and you're trying to manage not getting caught out of position. Like, just bring cavalry. Where are infantry good? Where are archers good? Where are mixed armies good? In my opinion, those are really, really good in a structure. Send them to a structure, be happy you put them there to defend so that the enemy can't ninja it, and probably they'll attack it at some point and you'll get some value. That's my 2 cents for how to use an army that's really, really slow. That's my 2 cents. And I struggle with that a little bit because I kind of want to make like an AoE army with like Barca and Yi Seong-Ye. I kind of want to like really smash with that, but that may just be something I use to defend a structure. All right, what else is going on here? That structure, I mean, it's still under attack? No, not actually. Not really. Now, I want to point out that Ark of Osiris has some new options that are really, really slick. I'm going to go over here so I don't spoil anything. You can tap number of occupants, and it'll show you the number of people that are in any of the structures on the map. Because this is a contentious map, I want to have some integrity for the folks that were spectating and not spoil what is in each of these structures. And we've got some open field combat going on over here. Let's just check the scoreboard. What's the player count? 21 versus 25. Theoretically, Click Dead Boom has got an advantage here. Oh, Click Boom Dead. Wow. I'll probably mess that up again. Ay. Anyways, they've got an advantage here. They've got more players, and they've got some T5s. Let's make sure they actually end up using that edge. It looks like they are holding a ton of the structures. Well, a ton of the structures? Maybe one extra structure is what we're really talking about, but you only need to win Ark of Osiris by 1 point. So if you have one more structure than the enemy, you're doing pretty good. All you got to do is hold what you got, and you're winning by default, assuming that you can battle for this Ark of Osiris, which is showing up in less than 10 seconds, and I love that they added a new button in the upper left that shows the countdown timer. It shows who owns the Ark. I could go over here. I could zoom in. I don't know why I'd be looking at these rocks, but I just hit that button. Boom, and it zips me back over. I love that enhancement. For someone who's spectating Ark of Osiris, I mean, this is the dream. It is a little shocking to me how empty the center is and that the folks that are here aren't doing a lot. It's time to smash, baby. It's time to get those troops into the action, and I don't love the play here of picking up this Ark of Osiris. What I would do if I were in red is I just chase this guy down and get sweet, sweet free kills, especially since he's looking like he's not even paying enough attention to see, like, oh, hey, I have the Ark right now. I need to run. And that is exactly what's happening. Bada boom. It's not going to take much, even if this was a T5 army. It's not going to take much to completely melt the carrier, because when you hold the Ark of Osiris, you take 200% more damage, and there's a 50% move speed penalty. Most people don't even know that still. BT dubs. Most people don't even know that still. Thinda saying, how do I feel about Frederick? You know, I think Frederick is a sleeper pick. I think Frederick is good. I think Frederick is really good. People look at the second skill and go, oh man, like healing sucks. Right? They're like, 1,000 healing, why is that good? What is going on here? Why does it look like that army is getting hit? What? Weird. I think we got a little visual glitch going on here. These guys look like they're here? What? Anyways. Alright. So this guy picked up the Ark of Osiris. Would I have done that? I don't know. I don't know how many troops he started with. What I will point out is that if your cavalry is below 50% health, you're going to have those charge talents firing off, assuming you pick them up, which means you're going to go pretty darn fast. So at this point, with the number of troops he has, like, yes, this person should carry the Ark, and this is a fine choice. At this point, this is a fine choice. So let's talk a little more about Freddy. Second skill does healing. Let me run a skill by you, and you tell me if you think this is good. If the second skill on a commander was to do damage factor 1000, would you enjoy that skill? Would you go, oh my gosh, that's amazing? Like a 10% chance to do damage factor 1000. Would that be good? Would it? I think so. I think you'd snap choose that commander, assuming it's not an archer commander, which it is on El Cid. El Cid's a sleeper pick, y'all. El Cid's a sleeper pick. But anyways, my point is, like, look, yeah, it's healing. It's probably good. It's probably real good. El Cid meta incoming. Hilarious. Hilarious. 1000 healing is good. The thing that gets a little weird is we try to compare the second skill of Frederick with the fourth skill of Cao Cao. And that's where things get a little weird, because the fourth skill of Cao Cao heals just as much, right? And it also gives you rage. And it also slows the enemy. But it's the fourth skill, not the second skill, so it's like hard to compare those. It's not an apples to apples comparison, but we try to make it apples to apples. Anyways, where's the combat? Where's the combat? Swarm attack into the Shrine of War. Remember when I said don't get cocky, kid? This is cocky. This is a little aggressive. A little aggressive. You take a lot of severely injured troops doing a move like this. The folks in blue, all they got to do is get in the structure and enjoy getting sweet, sweet value. Not my favorite play. I don't know why they would feel like they're in a hurry to take this objective either. What's the rush? What's the rush? What's the rush to take that? There's no rush. Rally it. Meanwhile, this obelisk is going to get converted over in no time at all, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Now let's talk about a rush. There's a serious rush, an urgency need that blue has to take this back. This would be an objective you swarm if you're blue. Slam dunk. You swarm this right now to try to get it back. Easy choice. Mehmet is saying El Cid is the best legendary. I'm not going that far. I'm not going that far. It looks like the attack was successful in the Shrine of War. Now owned by red, I believe. Yes. Well, converting to be owned by red. Converting to be owned. In the meantime, this guy's getting attacked over here. Now we find out if it was a solo march or it was not a solo march. Looks like it was a solo march that took this obelisk, which is a super smart play. Oh, man. See, this is why the urgency was there to make the swarm happen, because look at this. One more player coming in to reinforce it. The swarm does not have much time to finish this off before it's about to get reinforced, and I don't think they're going to make it happen. That reinforcement is going to be absolutely critical, even though, like, look, at this point, it's practically still a one-on-one battle all over again. Man, the speed with which you react to swarm or rally is crucial. I think they should have, look, if you're not going to swarm like this, then you need to 1 minute rally it, right? With the best player that's here. So who should have done that? Oh, yeah. Probably Nerubix or Loose Lips. Loose Lips should have been the one. Launch that rally. But look, they were successful. They did exactly what they needed to do. They swarm attacked it. They took it back. Boom, boom. The job is done. In the meantime, ninja tactics being executed by Blue on the far side of the map with none other than the man we were just talking about, Freddy, taking it back in red, but still disrupting the flow of teleports by Blue. I think it's a solid play. And meanwhile, over here, we've got a rally going in on the Shrine of Life. Reinforcements making it into the Shrine of Life for Blue. How big is this rally? I mean, I'm just going to zoom out. I'm going to zoom out and find out. Number of occupants, does it tell me? It doesn't tell me. Oh, but I can tap it. Obviously, it was right in front of my face. Come on, Chisgule. We got, it looks like only 3 marches in the rally, and this, my friends, is an important teaching moment. Does your rally need to be maxed in ARK of Osiris? No, it does not. Many times, simply rallying with 2 or 3 armies is good enough. Good enough. Let's just zoom out a little bit and see what's going on up top. In the meantime, I need to go and change my view so I'm not revealing the number of occupants in each of these structures. Bada boom, swarm attack, going in on the Shrine of War. Looks like there's a solid captain in place here with none other than Charlie. Charles Martel. Charlie, Marty, I don't know, nickname of your choice. Enter it here. That said, isn't Jackie Greco the T5 player? Who's the one commanding this garrison? Oh, I can't see. Who's commanding this? If Jackie Greco's fighting out here, that means they're not in here. If they're not in here, that means they probably already have an army in there and can't put 2 armies in the structure. So, let's say here. Let's see here. Jason Bourne says Killer on. So, Julius Caesar and Hannibal's rally is crap. I think Julius Caesar and Hannibal is great. Yeah, they're good. They're good. They're totally good. I mean, I'm working on Barca for leading rallies in the ARK of Osiris. I bought him for that purpose. Whew. Stormy Hungry saying, thanks for streaming our ARK yesterday. You are very welcome, my friend. My pleasure. I'm told that Jackie is commanding the defense. Jackie, see? They were in the open field, and they had one in the structure. It makes sense that they were in the open field. If we zip back over to our friends in red, oh yeah, they teleported. Where did they go? T5 check. Where's the T5? Where's the T5? Oh, I guess I don't even need to tap these because they're City Hall. Less than 25. There we go. Jackie Greco's T5, at least one T5. And even if they're not full T5, even if they have 0 T5, they must have nearly max tech at this point, and that's good enough. Good enough. Killer Roland says, for Jason's question, Barca with Julius could be better than 1 unit type. Sure, absolutely. A mixed army could definitely be better than a rally with 1 unit type. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. There we go. Obelisk converting. The map looking like red's got control over the most important structures. Oh, I just noticed. Red owns all 4 arcs. Arcs? No, altars. I know what I'm talking about. Come on. Early morning. Need caffeine. Hold on. Refuel. Refuel. Black tea is what we're drinking this morning, my friends. Black tea. Okay. So pop quiz. Pop quiz. Why are Julius Caesar and Hannibal Barca good choices for a rally leader? What talents do I like that they have? Put in the chat. What talents do Barca and Julius Caesar have that I really like? Am I wearing a VGS hoodie? Yes. I have a VGHS jersey. In fact, I wore it for a Halloween costume once. Props to Nova for recognizing Video Game High School, the YouTube series, which was amazing. All right, so people are saying the trees, leadership tree and attacking tree. I want to know what specific talents. What does Chisgule think? The specific talents that are very, very good in one of those trees or both. What do they got? Thinda saying, wow, I haven't thought about that show in years. Dude, that show was amazing. Come on. It was so good. That was so good. Oh, we can really zoom out here. Holy moly. Where can we go? Can we cross the river? All right, more folks coming in. Teleport, bada boom. Where's the action? Quiet moment. Why is there a quiet moment? What would I be doing? What would I be doing if I am in red right now? Put that in chat. You tell me. What do I think red should be doing right now? Meanwhile, I'm going to answer the first question. Yursuf is saying effortless. And a number of people, I believe, have said effortless. Yes, effortless is a talent that I find tremendously powerful. Let's just think about this for a second. The way effortless works is that for every 10 seconds, you are gaining, 1.5% attack? And so if you are rallying something, it's going to be a long fight, which means you're going to be getting 10% attack by the end of the rally, even by the beginning of the rally. You're going to get that 10% attack, easy peasy. So why is 10% attack good? Because it's not 10% of attack for one troop type. It's 10% attack for all troop types. That's like 40% of attack. Do you see what I'm saying? That's insanely good. Same is true of the talents off to the side, which a number of people mentioned, including I see Hoplite mentioned armored to the teeth. Chino said armored and armed. Yes, that is true. What else is there? I don't know if I saw this. There's a talent that's really, really good. Maybe it is strategic prowess. I can tell you what the talent does, but I don't know the name off the top of my head. Somebody help me out in the chat. Someone help me out in the chat. So the talent that I'm thinking of is in the attacking tree. And there's burning, you like get the talents, there's burning blood, and then right above it, there's a talent that increases, I think it's like your attack based on your star level of your commander. Am I remembering this correctly? And when you have a 6-star commander, you're getting some insane amount of stats. Isn't it like 1.5% of stats per talent or per star? Lord of War. That's insane. We're talking about 9% for all troop types for 3 talent points. Isn't it 3 talent points? Is it 3? It's 3 talent points. Lord of War is good. The value you get for a teeny tiny number of talent points in the attack tree is insane. And that makes up for the fact that I think the leadership tree is so-so. Leadership tree is so-so. It's so-so. But it's good enough because you have the attack tree. And combined, you're in good shape. So, I asked chat to answer the question, what do I think red should be doing right now? And I actually don't see a lot in there. And truth be told, there's a lot going on. I might have just missed it. What I think red needs to do, since they have all 4 altars, is just hold the darn altars. You win. Your point gain per minute is insane if you hold all 4. Right now it's double. So just hold the darn altars. You don't need to attack a single thing. Remember, you win ARK of OSIRIS if you have 1 more point than your enemy. So spend your energies just holding out what you got and you're good to go. Yeah, 9% total for Lord of War. 9%. And it's attack, right? Isn't it 9% attack? Isn't there a similar talent for the defense tree? That's a thing. But in the defense tree, is it defense or is it health? Help me out. I can't actually look because I'm in an Ark of Osiris on a account that has not unlocked those commanders, right? Like I can't actually check. I can't actually check. All right. Meanwhile, we're chugging along, baby. Bringing that Ark of Osiris back home. James NG says it's defense. It's defense from the defense tree. I mean, that makes sense. That's kind of what I would have expected. Master Armor in defense. Cool. Thanks for the alley-oop, Killer Alon and James NG. All right. Ark is moving. They're going back to score some points. Meanwhile, it looks like we actually have evened up the structures. The structures have evened up. But the point lead for the folks in red is getting a little precipitous, especially after they capture this last arc. In order for blue to turn this one around, they've got to capture all 4 altars right now. They would have to do that with rallies, and they would have to get every single Ark of Osiris from this point forward. My friends, the fat lady isn't singing yet, but she might be warming up the vocal cords. Killer Roland says, I don't like the defense tree. You know, I don't love the defense tree either, but Lord of War, the equivalent talent, Master Armor, I guess is what it's called, is super worth. The one below it that gives you rage every time you're hit is super worth. You know what I think is overrated? You know what I think a lot of people say you should get that I don't think is very good? Is Testudo Formation. Testudo Formation is kind of a sucker talent. P.S. I see a little bit of weird bickering going on in the chat, my friends. Let's stay cool. Let's focus on we can all be friends, hold hands, sing Kumbaya. We can relax. We're cool. Which talent tree can I use for Osman? Use the skill tree. Generate a ton of rage on Osman so you do max damage. That's the play. Let's see. Tickmont is saying the defense tree is really good in Ark to defend buildings and to defend flags and fortresses. You know, thank you for making up, my friends in the chat. I appreciate that. All right. What's going on? Is the defense tree good? Is the defense tree good to defend a structure? Hold on. I'm not sure it is. Is it really good? Is defense tree good? Are we sure? People are saying yes, it is. Is it? I don't know about that. I think the skill tree is good. I think the skill tree is really good. I guess the defense tree is fine. We're going to need to talk about the defense tree in a minute. Ooh. Open season on a rally. Are they attacking the rally? No. Are they going to attack the rally? No. I thought they were. Do you know what I think is a hashtag power move? Do you know what I think is the ultimate power move in Ark of Osiris? If you launch a 1-minute rally on their rally. Ultimate power move. Ultimate power move. What happens if you rally their rally? Let's say, well, first of all, the rally is not going to get its skill attacks back on the attacking rally, right? So you get skill attacks in and they don't get any skill attacks back. Dude, rally the rally, baby. Oh, man. If we had the marches for that, woo! That's the tactic, baby. That is the tactic. That is the literal tactic. Chino's saying JC plus Osmond might be good. I think that's good, but I think you can do better. I like Julius Caesar, and it's a great suggestion because Julius Caesar elevates the damage that Osmond is going to do, and that's a great combination. With that said, I would love if we had a commander that was generating a lot of rage. So any other commander as the primary that generates rage, I think would be really bananas. For instance, like I know we're like really going over the top with a recommendation like Yi Song Ye or Cao Cao. They generate rage. I guess Cao Cao doesn't have the skill tree, so never mind. Belay that recommendation. The rally is here, hitting the desert altar. At this point, Red's got such a lead that I'm going to switch over to showcasing the number of troops in the structures. Look, it's only one army defending it, but this rally was really weakened. Oh, might not be enough. Oh, it is. It's going to be enough. Ooh, that got a little spicy. Meanwhile, combat over here. Oh, blue ninja Shrine of War. Nice play. Meanwhile, what's going on up here? Oh. All right, so at this point, to make this move, red must be saying, we've won. We're going to make this super inefficient swarm attack on their obelisk because we're honey badgers and do not care. Lohar's the captain, so that's pretty questionable. And bada boom. Structure obtained. I mean, you only make that move if you think you've already won, in my opinion. Killer Lawn asking if I'm going to try to get Saladin. Yeah, I'm going to try to get Saladin. I mean, we don't know when the heck Saladin's coming, but I'm going to try. El Cid with Tamo. I mean, if you're in the early game, you could use El Cid with Tamo. Chino is saying go leadership commanders instead for defending. Yeah, I really like leadership commanders for defending. We were talking about Julius Caesar and Osmond. Did we actually finish our thoughts there? You know who would be a bananas combination? Would this be bananas? Would this be good? What about... I'm just thinking for a second. What about Sun Tzu? What about Sun Tzu with Osman? That could be good, right? What about Joan of Arc primary with Osman? Generate a lot of rage with Joan of Arc primary using the support tree. A lot of rage. All right, I feel like this Ark of Osiris is looking pretty good. We'll see how much further ahead the points continue to go. If it continues in this direction and we don't see any spicy combat, then you know what we're going to do is we're going to switch over and get a look at Kingdom 16. Because there's a little war action going on there, last I heard. So, pop quiz. What does blue need to do to take back this obelisk? Swarm or rally? What would you do? Swarm or rally? Tigro saying, where's Genghis Khan? We need a Mongol civilization. I mean, are they going to add more civilizations? Probably. Do I think they need to add more civilizations right now? I don't know. I would love if they add more commanders. And last time new commanders came with new civilizations. I don't think you have to have new civilizations to have new commanders, though. Killer Alana is saying you would rally this obelisk. I think that's probably a wise choice. There's too many troops in there to swarm that, right? Whew. So, what? I was going to do a little pop quiz, but I changed my mind. Tickmont is saying blue should go for individual points instead of alliance points. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's all about points. Points. Look at this little swarm attack. Going in on the Sky Altar. Swizzle. Take down this structure. That's definitely in trouble. All right, we're starting to hit a point where I'm thinking maybe we go visit Kingdom 16. We might be approaching that point. Let's see if... Oh, no, we got something fun to watch. T5 showed up. Oh, wait, no, it's not T5. They just have a logo that looks similar to the T5. Red is teleporting in. Okay, thank you, Red, for a little bit of spice here. Now we got a little bit of spice. A little something to see. City burning going on. Boom. This city's burning. I mean, it's going to port away in 60 seconds or less. It's going to port away. Does anyone know? Is there a way to put out the fire in your city? In Ark of Osiris? Is that a thing? Is there a way to do that? I'm not aware of a way to do that. More battling going on over here. Uh-oh. So this is getting interesting. Oh man, look at that. This player is attacking into this other city, which I think is wise. Like at this point, they're about to teleport away anyways, so just get as much value as you possibly can since you're about to get sent to the Other side of the map. Stop, drop, and roll. Day. Nice answer. Stop, drop, and roll if you're on fire. Pro tip in the Chisgule Gaming stream this morning. Aditya is saying it costs 70 gems. Oh. Maybe you can do. Can you do that in the Ark of Osiris, though? I know you can do it not in the Ark of Osiris. You can gem your way to stay. All right. Meanwhile, there's the T5. There's the T5. Swarm attacks probably coming in on the nearby players. I mean, like, if you're the T5, what do you do here? You start with the lowest power player, you swarm them. Then you make your way to the next highest player and you swarm them. And then you go to the next highest player, you swarm them. I mean, you just... I guess you could scout them if you wanted to, but... meh. Probably not if you're T5. Yikes. Such burning. Such burning. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? Well, good to know if someone crazy tries to burn me. Yeah, Alon, what power are you up to these days? Vinda's saying go to K16. Do it. Do it, meow. I mean, we'll go to K16 pretty soon. We'll go to K16 pretty soon. For those of you wondering what this scrolling thing is over here, and what this thing is over my head, we've got a link in the description if you want to make a donation. Your name will show up over there, and it'll make progress toward my T5 donation bar up top. And if you super chat, it shows up across the top, which is kind of cool. All right. Go to K16. Uka is saying, don't go to K16 yet. The fat lady's still doing warm-up exercises. Oh no, I think the fat lady is on stage, has tested the mic, and is blasting out those sweet, sweet tunes. I think we're going to head out at this point and go to K16. Congratulations from Click Boom Dad, or to Click Boom Dad, on your victory in the Ark of Osiris. Also, incredibly well played by the solitary survivors. Honestly, they played very, very well, given that they were at a player disadvantage and that they are at a T5 disadvantage. I'm pretty impressed with the way that they played, so thank you everyone for this Ark of Osiris. Boom, boom. We appreciate being invited to play. Let's go, first of all, to my character, my main, and see what the heck's happening really quickly in my kingdom. Hey, DJ Kratos, thank you for the super chat. That should show up over here. Ish. Boom. Thanks for the donation. I really appreciate it, my friend. All right. Also, thank you for testing that my super chat is now showing up in the right place. Yesterday, it was showing up in smaller font by where my VIP level is right now, and I tried to fix it, and it looks like that actually worked. Huzzah. Huzzah. Okay. So, whoa. Did you see that? Interesting. Okay. Let's send out our gatherers because we got to be a good steward to our alliance, sending in those resources to our alliance storehouse. I guess I got my stone gathering specialist somewhere else. Also, I sent 2 commanders and I need to send 1. Feeling like a noob. All right. Bada boom. I know watching me send gatherers is not the most important thing, but here's the thing. Here's the thing that is important, is that I often farm gold nodes for the alliance, even though I don't personally need them. And it's a lot of gold that you can farm up in one quick little run like this. But, hey, I found some more enticing things to farm. Now we're going to zoom out. Bada boom. And let's go to K16. Boom, boom, boom. How's the war in Ronnie's kingdom? Let's get a look. Let's get a look-see. Yesterday, they were building a fort here, and it looks like that fort was built successfully. Yesterday, there was a flag here. Looks like that flag is not here anymore. What else is going on? Oh. There were more flags over here. For somebody. I'm just not sure for who. Does green have more flags now, or does red have more flags? I think... Let's see if... Can I find the people that were... Oh. So assuming that Christie did not teleport... it looks like red has destroyed more flags and has built a new flag and then destroyed even more flags. Fundamentally, what we're looking at here is a battle of the many versus the mighty. The many versus the mighty. And the many tend to win, especially because there is at least one mighty player, Christie, on the side of the red. I know Ronnie's got a ton of T5 players, which is pretty exciting. But there is still one power player in TGS, which means they can do some serious work with all those fillers to fill the rally. You watched my video recently with killers and fillers, right? You watched my video about killers and fillers? Yeah. Turns out that having some number of killers and a bunch of fillers goes a really, really long way. Let's just look at his info real quick. I'm pretty sure that his dead count has gone up since last night. Does anyone remember from our stream late last night what his dead count was? Do you remember what his dead count was? I think it's gone up. I think it was 900,000 something. And now it's over 1 million. So he's had over 100,000 troops die, I think. 950? 980. 980 dead. 800k. Okay, now chat's just blowing up. It was 980, a bunch of people say? Okay. So he's had a small number of troops die. All right. Let's look at what else has happened. Don't you love this tactic? I love this tactic. I would rather see reports, but like, we can just look. We can just get a zoom in on the players here and see. Let's get a little zoom in. Where? I'm looking for 3 players now. Looking for Ronnie. I'm looking for Aaron. I'm looking for Dragathian. How are these guys doing? Where are they at? Where are they at? Man, let me tell you something. I don't know that I've ever seen this many bubbles. I do not know that I've ever seen this many bubbles. Even in my kingdom, like, I don't remember this many bubbles. Yeah, Ronnie got, I think, a record-breaking number of kills from a kill event. I think Ronnie got a legitimate record-breaking number of kills. Like, truly record-breaking. Truly record-breaking. Can I find their info here? Ha-ha. 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 I feel so sneaky. Dragathian has 700,000 dead. I don't know how many he's got here. Big Rick B. Oh, yeah. I heard that Big Rick B decided he's not battling in this war. And 300,000 dead looks like that might be the case. That looks like that might be the case. And then there's the Titan, Aaron. Where is this Titan? The Titan. Who powered out his T5s in a week. Big Rick B is neutral. Wow. Wait, where's Aaron? Where's Aaron? Am I missing something? An account like that can't disappear overnight. And by power level, they'd show up near the top of the list. So, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Am I just missing it? R3, I scrolled over him. Thank you. Chat superheroes. Chat superheroes. Man, oh, there he is. Oh, you know what this means? Oh, boy. Do you know what we just figured out, chat? Do you know what we just figured out? Do you know what I just figured out? Do you know what we just figured out? Dude, we do cool stuff in this stream. Did you know that we do cool stuff? You guys get the front line of all the cool stuff. We just figured out how to determine how many players are online from another player's alliance. Did you notice that? Did you know that? In your own alliance, it sorts each rank by power, but the players that are all online bubble up to the top. So it's by power, and then it's by online, then by offline. So you can see right now that Aaron's offline. Boom. I have not heard any other but YouTuber talk about that. I've never heard any other player talk about the fact that you could look at somebody else's alliance and see how many players they have online. Because we're not just hunting for is one player online right now. I can tell you that of the R3s in Legend Ronnie's alliance, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a minute. Or is the organization just random? What's going on? Are we wrong? Or are we right? I'm not giving away information that anyone can't see. I'm not sure about this. It might be random. It's random? Is it 100% random? All right, maybe it's 100% random. Wrong. Theory debunked. I was really proud. I was really proud. It's not actually organized that way. Bummer. I guess random. It's good they make it random. All right, so maybe Aaron's online, maybe he's not, but let's look at his info. That's a lot of dead. Dude, I believed it for a second. I was so happy. I love figuring stuff out. I love figuring stuff out, but occasionally we're wrong. At least we figured it out within a few minutes. At least we figured it out. I can get a good laugh at my silliness. Aaron has lots of money. Law will win this war because of him. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. It's super possible. I gave everybody a good laugh about that whole thing. People are saying Aaron is a giant spender. I mean, so 1.7 million dead. How do you even do that in a week? In 10 days? Like, how long's he been here? Wow. They should give Aaron Warlord or at least Envoy. Yeah, so let's just look at the ranks here. Ooh, Mysterious Merchant. We may have to go back to town. So where are the buffs right now? Saint is here. Where's Warlord? Where's Envoy? Wait a minute. That's Warlord. The Envoy buff is just rotting right now. Yeah, I'd say make him an R4, make him the Envoy. I mean, in some ways, he probably doesn't care. But, all right. All right. Cool. Wow. Dude, those deaths are savage. Ooh. Those deaths are so savage. Wow. I just, can't even believe it. We zoom out. I mean, Law has a lot of territory still. Law's got a lot of territory. I believe at one point their fortress was burning. I don't know if it was this one or a different one. So what that means to me is that they actually fought off the folks in red, and then red fought back. I don't know. Where's Ronnie? Oh, yeah. There's one thing that's a little weird about the alliance members thing is we can't actually, I'm tapping Ronnie right now. You can't see it, but I'm furiously pressing the button. Okay. And I can't get the info on Ronnie. Question from Mr. Brawny Zocht. That's kind of a cool name. Did Kingdom buffs apply in ARK of OSIRIS? They do not. Kingdom buffs do not apply in the ARK of OSIRIS. Well, it looks like there's not a lot to see right now. Not a lot to see right now, other than a state of affairs. And I don't know. It's kind of interesting. We'll see what happens here. We will see what happens. Let's head back to our own kingdom here. Yes, it's one versus all other alliances, which is pretty crazy. That's bold. That is super, super bold. Let's do this. Let's go check out our Tree of Fellowship. It's looking pretty good. It's starting to look like a tree. It's starting to look like a tree. Boom, 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 boom. Power this up. This thing's starting to look like a tree. We're really lacking on the contributions. Look at that. Mini Gugu's destroying it. All right. We got to make some contributions here. Let's go run around and level up one of our commanders. What's the best way to make contributions is you bang out these barbarians. Really, tomorrow is the day to bang out the barbarians because I'm pretty sure that killing barbarians is going to be a part of the day 2 festivities. So that's what I think you should be doing. Bada boom. We're going to rock Barca, and I just bring full knights. I'm just trying to put experience on my Barca and have the Peacekeeper be the primary. That's all we're doing here. And, there we go. Ooh, lots of rewards. All right, let's go power up the tree a little more. Let's go power up the tree. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Sweet. All right. Let's get some final Q&A while we run around smashing these barbarians, which I'm pretty darn pumped about. So Taylor Bucks is saying use Lohar. You can get even more experience onto your commander. The reason I'm not using Lohar is that my Lohar is level 60. Boom. So all the experience on Lohar is kind of wasted. So for as long as I've got multiple Peacekeepers that I can still be leveling, and I do, I want to put experience on Cao Cao too. I'll have Cao Cao be the primary, and then Hannibal can just be the secondary. So that way I get those peacekeeping talents, those sweet, sweet peacekeeping talents rolling. King KT, do you live stream another Ark of Osiris battle? I don't know, maybe. Maybe we'll do another Ark of Osiris battle today, should we? Is that a thing we should do? Voidelli says, how should we play 10 versus 30 Ark as the 30 when both teams are equal power? Wow. The way that you do that is you lead rallies to hit objectives, and you try to be hitting many places all at once. You try to hit many places all at once. Jason Bourne is saying very envied of your gold commanders. I mean, we got a lot of gold going on there. We got a lot of gold commanders looking really spicy. Part of that's because we got a really old kingdom that we're in. This qualifies as an old kingdom. This qualifies as an old kingdom. Ruben says, still 70% experience from Lohar gains a lot more experience to the second commander. That is true, but the thing that I'm optimizing here is the total experience that I find relevant. And you bring up an interesting point, which is like, when was the last time I ever had Cao Cao be the leader? I mean, look, I don't know. I might use him as the leader with Saladin, so I'm building him up. I actually probably would use Saladin as the leader, but Saladin is going to take a long time to level up. So anyways, what's my Lohar talent tree? Sure, we'll flash that. We'll flash the Lohar talent tree. Boom. We've made our way over to Rejuvenate, Counterattack, and Loose Formation, getting sweet, sweet value from Trophy Hunter, damage from Killer Instinct and Domination, a little bit of move speed over here in the bottom, and then fresh recruits to increase the number of troops we can have in that army. What we've made is a rage tanking army. The thing that's kind of funny about that is that I actually don't really need to rage tank with that army anymore, because we have a maxed out Richard and Martel. So, like, do we need to rage tank, or can we just proper tank? It'll take extra action points, but when we get the next Karok ceremony, it's going to be on the Nightmare tier of difficulty, so I think we're going to have to proper tank that with our legendary commanders. Yeah, it seems like a thing. Daryl Bettonino says we're able to win against 2 T5 with no T5 on our side in Ark of Osiris. Yes, it is an achievable thing. It is an achievable thing. Ruben says Ark is 70% brain and 30% power. That's an interesting assessment. Instead of brain, I might say strategy. Christian Chow. It will be better if you have a higher power. Frankly, your power is quite low to viewers who've been watching Ronnie's gameplay. I mean, we're at 41 mil. We're on the doorstep of our first T5. It's close. Thinda asks if we got Karak ceremony this week. We did not, man. We've not had a Karak ceremony in a small eternity. You'd have to check my channel history. I don't know how long it was. Someone would have to help me out. When was our last Karak? It must have been at least a month. At least a month. At least. We're on the doorstep of T5s. We got a donation fund rolling over my head to get us there maybe a little bit faster. And certainly when the new pack comes out for this spring event, we're going to get really close really fast. You might be saying, Chisgule, new pack? Where do you have that information from? So glad you asked. If you go to Sunny Breeze, you hit info, scroll down to the bottom, it says, gain flower petals from the Afternoon Delight and Tree of Fellowship, or purchasing the Springtime Jubilee bundle. My friends, there's a bundle a-coming, and when a bundle hits, we like to buy the special ones. Meanwhile, we're just cruising along killing stuff. Why is the spring event isn't like the Valentine's event? I like that the spring event is different. I very much appreciate that the spring event is an alliance-oriented event, and that KVK is like coming around the corner and they're basically saying like, hey, you're in this alliance. You should like work together. I am supportive. Ukas is saying, hey, Chisgule, I think my drop rate has been nerfed. I was getting multiple pots of dew for each barb, and if I use multiple armies, and now I get only one. So here's what's happening. This is true for almost all events that it seems that they launch, is that there's typically a diminishing returns on getting those rewards. So initially you get a ton, and then you starts to go lower and lower over time. So what you're seeing is normal. What I'll tell you is that you should not grind your barbarians today. You should grind the barbarians tomorrow when probably, I think it's on day 2. I'm pretty sure it's on day 2 that one of these things is going to be kill like 300 barbarians. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Daryl says our Karak was delayed by a month as well. We were doing ours in hard mode this few days. Wow. Killer Roland says Chisgule could be 500k power and he'll still be one of the smartest players in this game. Thank you, my friend, for the compliment. Anime series. Now you can use new talents for your commanders without talent reset. Wait, really? I don't think that's... Ooh, I was not paying attention. Oh, I missed free barbarian value. Are they going to hit me? Did I catch it in time? Yes! Free value! Free value. You guys probably saw how that happened, even though I missed it. Basically, because we've expertised Barca, he does an AoE, boom, and that hits a bunch of units, and any units that it hits now attack me, and then I camp my army, and I get free value. Let's get some free value. Let me show you what I mean. Let's see if this works. Free. All right, where are you going? Oh, well, no free value. If we were serious, we might, like, relocate our army. I just don't care enough. I'm so lazy. Oh, we're going to get free value anyways. Watch, free value. I made a video about this. Watch this. Ready? Cao Cao is going to hit. Boom. Then Barca hits. Boom. Barca AoE follows it. And then aggros. Now we camp the army. And we kill both of them. Rip barbarians. Value. So much value. All right, we're cruising along. Let's see here. Go to commanders, use a talent in the upper right reset. Right. Commanders. Talents. Boom. Here. I say switch. Is this going to swap me and not give me a warning? Is that what's about to happen? I'm going to lose a talent reset if I do this? Because then I'm going to have to swap back to a real thing. Thinda says, go back to Kingdom 16. Ronnie's online. Oh my. The Titan's on and he's here to smash. Hey Chisgule, it's GOG B King K from 235. Appreciate the stream. Surprisingly, we smashed that kingdom. Congratulations on your victory. I thought they played well. I thought you played well, and it was definitely fun to watch. Really appreciate it. Let's see here. We'll go over here. Killer Roland says, you can switch. They basically made it so you pay 1,000 gems, but you don't need to apply the talents? Is that a one-time payment of gems? What? You can make a new tree, but to choose it, it needs a reset. Ah, yes, that's what I thought. To choose it, it needs a reset still. No? That's not what happens. Oh boy. What happened? Maybe we'll make a new build and see what happened. Every time you switch, it costs 1k? That's way worse. That's if you don't have a talent reset, right? That must be if you don't have a talent reset. If they make it cost gems now, that's like not a change I love. That's not a change I love. Edgelyn says, hey, Chisgule, are you going to make a super alliance in your kingdom for KVK? Now that's a fascinating question. I don't know what we're going to do yet. We need the details of how KVK is going to work. Am I open to making a super alliance? Yes. Yes, I am. You know what's really interesting? Someone was posting in my Discord, by the way, link in the description, a whole bunch of things that like some player was deciding to track, like what are the strongest alliances across all kingdoms and Rise of Kingdoms. And our alliance is 7th in overall power across all kingdoms. Isn't that that's like, I did not know that. Legion Forever is 7th overall in power across all kingdoms. P.S. If you want to join Kingdom 51 or Legion specifically, we're going to be recruiting when they open up Kingdom transfers. We're going to do that. The other thing is that we also have the 4th highest average power of players across any alliance. Any alliance? I don't know. Maybe they just checked the most powerful alliances. That's probably right. They probably just checked the most powerful. Like, so of the alliances that are most powerful, check my Discord if you want to see the list. Link in the description. There was a picture that somebody posted with that. I'm feeling lazy. I'm going to hit this 20. I don't care that it's less experience. We're just going to hit it. Day says, count me in. My kingdom is dying from inactivity. I don't know what the minimum power level is going to look like. We don't know what the mechanics of this are going to be yet, but Legion is going to be recruiting, and we're going to have, we're going to run it like a legit large organization. We're going to get the right leadership structures in place. It's going to take some time, but we're going to have multiple alliances, part of the family. We already do, but like get a really tight leadership structure in place, and we're just going to grow the heck out of this thing. We're going to, a 25 over here. I'm going to get this one first. We're going to grow the heck out of this thing in a way that's healthy, in a way that is fun for the people that's here, in a way that is enjoyable. Anyways, hey, Chisgule, I'm from DBLG and 235. Thanks for the love and the stream. You're awesome. By the way, LTS Logan says, hey, haha, cool. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Kevin says, cheers, mate. We kind of smashed you the number advantage. Yes, that helped. Thinda, would love to join, but I'm only at 10 million power. Ah, yes. Right now, we have a 12 million power minimum, and we're full. Now, that said, anyone who has already joined and is below that 12 million power minimum can stay for now. I don't know if that's going to change yet. I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying it won't. What I'm suggesting is that until we know how KVK is going to work, we're full. And our minimum is already 12 million. I mean, like, gosh, when those transfers open up, I have to think that for being in Legion forever, the minimum might be closer to 15 to 20 million. And with that said, we're going to have very tight relationships with the other alliances in this kingdom. So we'll be referring people to join our family and friend alliances, including LN2, NNL, DFH, pardon me, Faceless, VYG, and their whole family of alliances. We're going to be recruiting for Toon and HK7, basically all the alliances of this kingdom. We're going to care for everybody, but we're also going to see how KVK works, and then it'll make more sense. It'll make more sense. All right, ooh, we're right next to a 22. Don't mind if I do. We'll snack on that. Nom nom. Okay. Thinda says, your clan is super strong. We are pretty darn strong. Killer Alon says, where's LN2? Right over here in purple. LN2 is right over here in purple. They got a lot of premium land, and they're looking for some premium players to hang out with them. All right, we're going to head over this way. Bada boom. We're in Kingdom 51. Kingdom 51. Is Legion and Toon friends now? I've always really liked the leaders of Toon. I wouldn't say we're like officially friends and like we've listed each other as friends, but I am very hopeful that it will be obvious that collaboration is a thing worth doing in KVK and that we'll work together. And I'm very excited for that possibility. Killer Alon says, mark my words, at least 5 billion worth of players will want to join Kingdom 51. I'm not going to lie. Kingdom 51 is going to be a freaking sweet place to be. Now let me present the downside of joining a powerful kingdom, which is that once a bunch of very powerful players come to this kingdom, the events in this kingdom are going to be insanely competitive. This will not be a place to be if you want like an easy first place win in an event. This is going to be a hard kingdom to be in for winning events. But it's going to be a powerful kingdom, and we'll see what the rewards look like for KVK. Because if the rewards are really good, you might not care the fact that like you don't get as sweet rewards in events because it's such a darn tough kingdom, right? The fact that you can't win that you can't win like Mighty Governor because it's just going to be so damn fierce. You may not care. How insane are some of the spenders in my kingdom? I mean, like, not totally insane, but like, holy cow, look at the number of minutes of speed ups used here. Holy smokes. Yesterday, Tony was like, hey, Chisgule, hand me the general for a moment, please. And he spent 145,000 minutes of speed ups. That's insane. That's just insane. Taylor Bucks, how many Marv players are still in the kingdom? A bunch of Marv players are still in the kingdom, and a bunch of Marv players are still in. They've joined Legion, and they're welcome to join Legion. By the way, we accepted some players from Marvel. Actually, it was LTS Logan, who we were just sort of watching their alliance moments ago in the new kingdom. His original character is over here. I'm psyched that we've got a bunch of members of Marvel in our alliance. I'm psyched that we've got those talented players with us. And like, look, now that we have some information about just how powerful kingdoms are, just how powerful other alliances are, I don't know. I think they can feel like they can be a pretty powerful member and pretty big contributor in Legion, which has become one of the more powerful alliances for now. The word Marvel gives me nostalgia. Dude. Yeah. All right. I think we've done some serious work here. We have farmed up a bunch of dew. Let's go collect the dew. Let's go power up the tree. Boom. Boom. Let's go power up this tree. The tree's looking pretty good. We already have a level 7 tree. No big deal. Event's been out for a day. We've already maxed the first bunch of levels. Let's crank out that dew, baby. Boom. And how are we doing? 23rd in contributions. That's actually pretty low. Will we watch Ronnie? We can get a peek. We can go get a peek. We'll just peek. Peek back in his kingdom. We'll peek back in his kingdom. What else do we need to do in our kingdom? I don't know. Why do I have markers over here? What's going on? Okay, that marker I know. Oh, good. Yeah, this marker's good. There's no reason to burn this flag. We recently took this 5% move speed shrine. Oh, move speed is the dream. I can't believe this entire time we didn't have that a move speed shrine. Jeez, man. And then we picked up a gold node. Feels good. Feels real good. Where can I find the list of most powerful alliances? Check my Discord. Go to the Chisgule Cafe. Someone was posting screenshots of that. Can I show my Cao Cao build? Yes, I can. Cao Cao is looking really saucy. This is a fort destroying build, but also a general barbarian smashing build. If you were really serious about a pure like fort smashing build, you wouldn't have quick study and trophy hunter. And honestly, like you wouldn't be using Cao Cao to destroy forts. He's not the right commander. We use him for this because our Minamoto is built for PvP, and we're optimizing for PvP while also being a rock star in PvE. That's what we're doing here. That is what we're doing here. Okay. Now that, let's see here. Cool. Our commander came back. We're going to go to our stone pit over here. Bada boom. Not the most optimal pairing of commanders, but for now, I'm going to be a honey badger and not care. And we are going to head over to peek at Ronnie's kingdom again. Just a little peek. Just looking in. Here we go. Boom. 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 Kingdom 16. Here we go. Is Frederick really worth it? Yeah. Frederick's good. Frederick's legit good. Frederick, you can use any type of troop. Okay. Where's the action? Where's the action? The man, the myth, the legend, Ronnie, is online. You like what I did there? You like what I did there? I feel like you can't introduce yourself. You cannot introduce yourself as the man, the myth, the legend, Ronnie, because like that's too self promotion-y. But I'll give him the props. I'll totally give him the props. The man, the myth, the legend, Ronnie. He's online. Where's Ronnie? We need Ronnie vision. Where is the Ronnie? Ooh, we found Aaron. Aaron doesn't have a peace shield. That means he must be doing work somewhere. But where? Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. Let's see here. See, this is the challenge of being in a war on so many fronts, by the way, is that, like, where can they farm? The players from Law need resources. Where are they getting them? Perhaps besides Aaron gifting an insane number of resources. Ooh, boy. Ooh, the lolly. Where was Aaron? I was just looking at him. He was like over here-ish? Here he is. He gifted a pretty nuts amount of resources. Yeah. Well, that's actually not so nuts. 585 million is reasonable. What's unreasonable is that Bujan from my kingdom donated like 3 billion plus resources. 3 billion? Like almost as many as I farmed. I mean, I farm more than that at this point, but anyways. Okay. What's cooking? What's cooking? Where's the action? Ooh, resource assistance from this player to this player. Okay. But where's the action? Where's the action? I mean, I don't see action. What I will point out is that before I had even complete information, just when I heard the power of all the alliances in this lineup, my prediction is that Ronnie's alliance is in trouble. My prediction is that they're in trouble because I think the many is going to trump the mighty. But I don't know how this is going to shake out. Ronnie is one of the most passionate and dedicated Rise of Kingdoms players, bar none. So, like, can his force of will and power alone, along with a few of his others powerful whales, make it happen? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not picking sides. I don't do that. I'm just my thinking is that this is based on the power levels. This is what's happening. Where's Ronnie? Someone help me out. Ronnie vision. Where's Ronnie? Where's the Ronnie? Legend Fawny? That's hilarious. Do you find this as funny as I do? I don't know. Yeah. Legend Ronnie. Donald Trump. Oh my gosh. Let's see. What else is going on here? Where's he at? Yeah, Aaron made a massive donation to Ronnie yesterday. It was like, I'm told it's 700 pounds now in the chat. ZT1 says I'm going bald just like Ronnie. Let me tell you something. For as long as I got a little bit of hair, I'm going to do spunky stuff with it. I'm going to do funky stuff with it. And it's sort of funny because I like started to lose it, and then I was like, well, I better do something weird with it while I have it. And then it just completely stopped receding, which is pretty darn funny. All right, what do we got here? 597, 580. All right, here we go. 597, boom. 580, boom. The man, the myth, the legend Ronnie. Here he is. How's his deaths looking? We looked at this yesterday, but I don't remember. This looks a little higher, but about the same. A little higher, but about the same. Yeah, Baldy comes standard on ROK champions. Right? That's a thing. That's a thing. All right, well, he might be online, but I don't see him doing anything. I do see everybody going to this mysterious cave. Why is everybody going to this mysterious cave? What does everyone know about this cave that I don't know? Why is everybody going to this cave? Seriously, what is happening right now? I mean, like, there's more people going to this cave than I see law players doing anything with their armies. All right, Sud Harasan, I missed your message. I'm not replying to you. No, I just missed your message, buddy. What's going on? Beast Mode is saying it must be jumpers. Killer Alon says, lol. Do you seriously not know about this cave? ZT1 says, let's be honest, Ronnie deserves the king rotation. Let's talk about who deserves to be in a king rotation. Let's talk about who deserves to be in a king rotation. A bunch of people saying it's a secret conspiracy meeting in this cave. I would believe it. I would believe it. Show me, cave, your wisdom. Secret cave. The secret cave. It is mysterious. So let's talk about who deserves to be in a king rotation. This is just my opinion. Let's pretend that I don't know it's Legend Ronnie. Let's pretend that I don't know Dragathian, that I don't know Aaron. Let's pretend that I don't know any of these people, okay? Because I do know Ronnie, and I support and enjoy his content and all the content creators, right? But pretending I don't know him. If someone came along and said, you're going to put me in the king rotation, or else we're going to have a war, that would not exactly set things off on the right foot, would it? Does that exactly say, I'm going to be a collaborative king? Does that even really indicate to you that that player is going to rotate king? Only because we know it's Ronnie, and he's a YouTuber, can we say, like, okay, maybe that player is trustworthy because their reputation is on the line, right? But, like, if someone came along and said, I'm going to kill you if you don't make me in the king rotation, right? Like, I'm going to zero your cities. Am I missing the story? Am I misrepresenting the essence of the letter that Legend Ronnie sent? I probably am. I don't know the details. I don't know the details. Right? I don't have the kingdom history. All I have is an outside view. That is inaccurate. So no judgment from me here. I'm just saying, if someone came along and said, you're going to make me king or else, you're going to put me in the rotation or else, I don't know, maybe if this is the action resulting from a series of diplomatic attempts, a series of serious diplomatic attempts, then it's very understandable. But just taking it out of context, apply the lesson to your kingdom, right? So I'm not saying this is their situation. I'm just saying, yeah, I haven't seen the video. Apparently, Ronnie has explained it. But if I were in a situation where someone else came along and said, put me in the rotation or else, I mean, we'd probably destroy that alliance. Or try to. You just can't trust them. You just can't trust that. So if there were precursors with diplomatic intentions, communicated clearly, communicated cleanly, then I understand and it makes sense why at that point you would say, like, all right, well, we really are serious about taking this thing, so we're gonna do this with some. Wait a minute. Where's Ronnie? Was I just over here? Or did I go to a different cave? Did I zoom out? I don't know where I went. Anyways. Uka says, according to him, that was the last straw. They asked for rotation on 3 different rotations. And they had been threatened with war, so this was war. Their lands were negotiated without their consent. This game is all about conquering. Stop looking at it like real life. It's a war game and conquering. Zone 3 is not the problem. It's slowly escalated toward that demand. I mean, like, look. This situation looks a whole heck of a lot like... I'm not saying it's not a war game. I'm not saying you shouldn't wage war. What I am suggesting is that, like, just because you ask doesn't mean you have the right to be king, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I need to go watch the video before I can really comment on it. In general, though, I mean, like, if an alliance came into my kingdom and said, you're going to put us in the rotation or else, like, that's basically kind of what happened with Marvel, right? It feels similar. The power in the kingdom has reconsolidated. Here we are. Put us in the rotation or we're going to take it. And I don't think they said put us in the rotation. They just kind of said we're going to take it. So that was a little more black and white. To me, no one should deny anyone into Zone 3. They should fight their way to Zone 3. You could certainly fight your way to Zone 3. I mean, you could earn it. Marvel earned it. They fought their way. Killer Alon. I think we should just get entertainment from it and let them solve their problems. Fair enough. Let's get some entertainment. Do you want to know a savage move? Do you guys want to hear the most savage move? Are you ready for savage? You know what you could do that's super savage? What you can do that's super savage is if you know this resource center is about to finish, at that moment in time, you send all your armies over here and you just like completely smash all the siege armies that come out of this thing. So savage. So savage. Oof. Yeah, you camp that alliance pit, baby. All right, I'm going to watch Ronnie's vid. And then I'll be able to... I started watching it. I got like 10 minutes in, and then I just did not have time to finish it. Huh, looks like Aaron bubbled. He was not bubbled before, so maybe he's not online now. Interesting. All right, so we came here because we thought there was some action, but we don't see any action. So, I don't know. Chisgule. What's going on? Oh, someone said, ask me a question, and then I was like, oh yeah, ask it again, and then I totally missed it, didn't I? Hold on, I gotta scroll up. He asked for the 3rd time. Hold on, I see he said he asked for the 3rd time. Hold on, we're gonna find the question. Sudasan somewhere. I need like a way of like... Okay, here it is. I'm free to play, so my Richard is 5111, and my Martel is 5111. Is it a good infantry combo? Yeah, that's a great infantry combo. Use it and enjoy. You might consider using an expertise infantry commander like Ulji Mundok instead of the 5111 Martel. But yes, that's a great combo. There we go. We got to the question. We got there. Whew. All right. Can I show the top players in my kingdom? Sure. And then I think we'll get some last questions and head out. Let's see here. Rankings, individual power. Oh, look at that. Bujan is active. He did something. Bujan, I see you. You're not so retired, I hope. Come back and play KVK with us, Bujan. You know we would have so much darn fun playing together, right? You know that's true, right? Come play, Bujan. Seriously. Join Legion. Let's smash enemies. Same's true for Punisher, buddy. Come play with us. Bujan should join, then you should join. We're making one of the strongest alliances that exists in Rock. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Get in on the fun. Libyans from my alliance, Tony's from my alliance, Padoans from my alliance, Ventures from my alliance. Babbles is in TMI. Babbles, you want to join up? Let's do it. Let's jam. Spartan, you want to join up? Let's do it. Let's jam. I hold no grudges. I hold 0 grudges. I hold literal 0 grudges. Let's do this thing. Let's make K51 the absolute, unequivocal, most fierce on the face of the earth. Let's do this thing. Let's freaking do this thing. All right. There we go. Power of all the players in the kingdom. I cannot believe that we've been streaming for 1 hour and 45 minutes and like the number of people watching just keeps going up. And I'm like, I don't know. What do we want to talk about? Ooh, mysterious merchant. We should do that. Courier station. We buy the stuff that's 90% off for gems. Boom, boom. We buy 60% off or higher if it is a generic speed up or, oh man, wow, this is really good. So if it's a generic speed up or it's a research speed up and it's 60% or better, we buy it, which means we're definitely getting this and we're definitely getting this. If it's 70% or higher and it's any other type of speed up that we need, I guess the only type we need at this point is troop training, then like I'll take 70% off for troop training. I'll take it. We happen to need more of these, so we'll grab them. And we'll grab this guy over here for resources. And now we'll refresh. More 90% off. Anytime we can trade resources for resource tokens, generally the value is there. Swap that and grab that. Now we look down here. Resources for speed ups is a slam dunk for me. Even trading resources to healing speed ups, I'm cool with. 50% off is too rich for my blood. That's pretty expensive, especially the 5-minute increments. The smaller the increment of speed up, the more expensive it is. So not into that. But we are into trading resources for experience, so we'll do that. And there we go. We're not doing the 100 gem refreshes at this point. We're not doing the 100 gem refreshes at this point. Who is going to control Bujan Town Hall when he retires? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Technically, Bujan is retired, but if I go into this Now or Never event, am I going to see Bujan near the top? Apparently not. Not near the top. Bujan, where are you, buddy? No? You're not playing this event? But your power went up. Unless Punisher's power went down? That seems unlikely. Somebody trained troops. I don't know. I'm scrolling so much I can't even see it. Even if I did. Whatever. Okay. Gabby Gamer X saying they completely dominated an alliance in probably ARK of OSIRIS. That's cool. Zartz has Max Richard, but to invest in Martel would be a long time. Is Last Swagger in here? Did I miss that? Where's Swagger? Oh, hey, Last Swagger's here. You are now a moderator, Last Swagger. I think. Did I click the button? Yes, Last Swagger's now a moderator. Sweet. Good to see you in the channel, dude. I don't know why you were not a moderator sooner. Thanks for your help, my friend. Much appreciated. Okay. I'm feeling good. Ooh, what do we have here? Sweet. Joan of Arc's coming back. We're going to micromanage our gathering here. Why do we micromanage our gathering? How are we doing? Oh. Carl's about to overtake me in gathering. That's about to happen. That's about to happen. That's good. I think it's a good thing. I gather a lot of resources, but someone else can wear that title for a bit. We held #1 gatherer for quite a long time. All right, so people want to look at my Richard? Yeah, I'll show you Richard. We're just going to send our gatherers back out in a second, and then we'll hook you up with a Richard build. I think my Richard tree is super freaking legit. Like, super legit. Richard is set for infantry. Let's see here. Are you back yet, Cleo? 4 seconds. Good. My Richard is super legit. I'm also pretty happy with my Charles. Okay. Gathering resources, new troops. Boom. Boom. Getting those resources. And what do we got? Wood? Cool. I'll take wood. I don't care. I stopped caring about where Gaius goes. Like, I don't... Whatever. Like, it's too much work to look for the specific type of resource. Okay. I am very happy with this build. I am very, very, very happy with this build. I give you guys the good stuff, man. I hook the stream up with the good stuff. I hook the stream up with the good stuff. I think Testudo formation kind of sucks. I think it's overrated. And it's not all that good. Normal attacks have a 10% chance to reduce all damage taken by 15%. It turns out to be an average damage reduction of 1.5%, which is fine, but what if that doesn't line up with a skill attack? You would rather just have a flat 1.5% damage reduction? I mean, sometimes it does line up for a skill attack. I don't know. I think that loose formation is better. I think loose formation is a better investment than Testudo formation. I also really like balance. If you think you're going to get swarmed. Spoiler alert, because infantry are slow AF, they're more likely to get swarmed. So I think that's really, really good. I'm very, very happy with this build. If we go over to Martel, I'm doing something pretty similar here, except I didn't get the march speed. And I said, basically, I care less about getting swarmed, so I didn't get balance, and instead I took loose formation. I am very, very happy with this build. Also, you got to get that rage gem, baby. So I picked up Undying Fury. This build feels very, very optimal to me. I don't know how you do much better. Can you see my Minamoto? Sure. We're on the build train. Those are skills. These are talents. Here's our Minamoto build. Can you do better than this? Maybe you can. I like this build. I'm all about the rage gen and the movement speed. We went over here just for movement speed. Was it worth spending 5 points for 3% defense and 6% move speed? I think that's better than disarm. I think it is. I'm not sure. I think you basically have to get Undying Fury. Undying Fury is almost as good as Feral Nature, and it's only 3 talent points, and it's easier to get, so that's kind of weird. But I'm very happy with this build. This is a build I'm very happy with. This is for PvP. This is the PvP build. This is what we smash with. I got an interesting question. Wouldn't Testudo formation be 4.5% if maxed? No. Testudo formation, you can put 3 points in it, so it's a 15% damage reduction, and it only lasts for 1 second, and there's a 10% chance for it to proc, which basically means it's going to happen once every 10 seconds. So you take the 15%, you divide by 10, and it's 1.5%. Am I doing that right? It's kind of like a 1.5% reduction all the time. Free Flyer, would you say that full skill is greater than full cavalry for cavalry march speed? Killer Alan says Thor is online in Discord. Who's Discord? My Thor? My Bujan Thor? From my kingdom is online in Discord? Or is this a different Thor? Anyways. All right. Am I currently researching T5? Not yet. Not yet. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. P.S. When we were talking earlier about attack builds, dude, look at that. Lord of War is beast. Lord of War is beast. It's a flat. It's a flat 9% increase to attack. That's amazing. Effortless is beast. Along the way, you're getting move speed. I mean, like, these small number of talents are insane. Completely insane. All right. Ooh. Hey, Kevin Spall. Thank you for the $50. It's a $50. What kind of dollars is that? A and then a dollar sign. Anyways, I'm going to call it $50. Thanks for the $50 donation, which should show up. Hey, there it is. In a super chat way up top. Nice. He says, keep it up, Chis. We'll contact you through Discord to update K235 status for the kingdom. Cool. Thanks, friend. Much appreciated. It's Aussie $50. That's cool. I don't know what that means, really. I'm a currency noob, but I'm super pumped about it. 50 of anything, and I'm super pumped. That's awesome. King K says, I made a huge mistake in the game early on. My Charles is 1133. Should I give him up? He's level 44. Man. Level 44 is really good. You got a lot of talent points, but like that first skill really sucks. No offense. I mean, like, so it depends on your spend level. That's going to kind of dictate what it is that you want to do. It depends on your spend level. If you're going all in on Charles, which you could, then you could power him up. But otherwise, you might just need to move on. I hate to say it. That first skill is so critical. That first skill is just so critical. Level 44 means you got a lot of talent points, but I mean, like, if you already have a maxed Richard, then you're in a pretty good place. But if you don't have another commander like Richard maxed, that's a tough spot. That might be the second legendary commander you work on. Might be the play there. That might be the way to do that. Yeesh. We got to send out our gatherers. I think gathering gems is underrated, but why is there still only 11 gems there? Who partially farms a gem farm like that? Who does that? Anyways, it's fine. Doesn't actually matter. We'll get some gold to give to the Alliance. We will farm something else, maybe? Maybe. P.S. My number one request for a feature enhancement would be the ability to search for an open resource node on Alliance territory that no other Alliance member is going to, and also to be able to search for barb forts. That's like my number one request. My number one request. Is there any way to get a lot of legendary commander sculptures if you're free to play? That's kind of tough. I mean, getting to VIP 10 is kind of your best bet, but that's not an easy thing to do free to play. Last Swaggers headed out. Take care, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. P.S. If you're wondering what the stuff is scrolling over here and over my head, super chats go to the top center. You become the center of attention when the super chat happens. If you wanted to make a donation to my T5 progress, there's a link in the description of the video, and those show up over here in the scroller and up top over my head. Let's see here. Jason Bourne, another stream. Yeah, so okay. Are we going to stream more ARK of Osiris later? Maybe. I hadn't planned to, but maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do it. How to destroy something that's 100 something bigger. I missed it. All right. Question retracted. Noted. Chisgule, golden keys, please. You want me to open my gold keys? You want me to open my gold keys? I mean, I was supposed to be saving those for, like, you know, when a new commander comes out or something. We're going to open a few gold keys. Let's see if we get anything good. Will we get anything good? TBD. TBD. Should I give up on my 2232 Charles? 2232 is not amazing. This is really good. 2232 is not amazing. What would I do? If you've already maxed out a commander like Richard, then I think you could work on a Charles, but like that's a very long-term project. I don't know if that's worth it. For those that missed the Richard tree earlier, which I think is really exceptional, there it is. Snap a screenshot, and then we're gonna move on in 3, 2, 1. Only because we already spent a lot of time talking about it. All right, gold keys. Rip gold keys. Also, a search button for gem tiles would be welcomed. Yeah, sure. I put resources and gems into the same category. TBH. TBH. What are we hoping for in these gold keys? I don't know. I guess any legendary I don't already have, like maxed, is good value. We'll stop when we get down to 30 gold keys. We'll stop when we get down to 30 gold keys. Uka says, I gave up on my 232 level 28 Martel, but then I got some of his sculptures and he got 242. Should I give up on him after realizing mistake? I stopped upgrading him. Richard is 5'2", level 20. Your Richard's in a really good place. Your Richard's in a really good place. I would work on Richard. Definitely work on Richard. You could take, if you wanted, you could take Richard to 5'2", 1'1", and that would be a great play. Richard is the one I would be working on. If you can be patient, I would max the second skill before proceeding, but all the skills on Richard are pretty good. All the skills on Richard are pretty good. Oh, and you can take him to 5'3". Do it. Snap that off. All right, how are these gold keys doing? Boom. Mehmed II. 2 of them. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're going to do 5 more of these gold keys. What tree do I recommend for Kusunoki? I can show you my Kusunoki, but I would not copy it. I would not copy my Kusunoki. We'll show you that in a minute. Do not copy my Kusunoki. That's not a thing. Cool. Rip Martel. Rip Charles Martel. Rest in peace. We have him expertised. There's just no value there. All right. Cool. What are we doing? We're showing off Kusunoki. Cool. Boom. Well, this is my backup garrison commander, which actually became super relevant to me in the War vs. Marvel because it became super relevant in the War vs. Marvel because my infantry army was out defending a flag, and I had to use my backup commanders to defend my city. What would I do now that this commander... I made a mistake. I put talent points over here. If you were using this commander as the backup, I would actually pick this up over here, which I think we could do. If we put 2 points over here, and then 3 points over here, then you could put 1... You'd be off by 1 talent point. I'd probably... well, whatever. I'd just have 2 talent points over there. That's what I would do, though. The extra rage generation is super, super, super crucial. Super crucial. Did I mention it's crucial? Because it is. Oh, so by the way, if I were building this commander for like open field with archers, I'd probably max the skill tree and then max Venomous Sting and pick up Razor Sharp along the way. I don't know how much I care about this. I mean, Phoenix Tailed Arrows is cool. These are cool. These are cool. But if you're using legendary commanders, you get so much damage. You get so much damage. You get so much damage from getting extra rage that I just would go for the skill tree. That's how I would do it. I don't think I would do full archery. Like, I just don't think... Like, is this worth it? No. Is this worth it? Maybe, but not always. So, like, how good are those points? Should I use a 5111 YSG as free to play? Yes, but I'll say that an expertise epic is probably better. Probably. I could make the second build now. I could make the build now. I'm okay with making the build now. Let's make the build. I'm cool with making the build. So this is my incorrect garrison build. Okay, incorrect Gary. That's what it's going to be. And this is going to be open. This is going to be the ARK archers. ARK, we'll call it ARK skill arch. So it's skill primary, archers secondary. That's what we're going to do. So to do that, first thing we're going to do. Wait, am I? Okay. First thing we're going to do is make our way over to rejuvenate. Next thing we're going to do is grab Heraldic Shield, Tactical Mastery, making our way over to the March Speed here, and then Clarity. From here, we're all about Feral Nature, so let's get Feral Nature. From there, I care about Rage generation more than just about anything else on the face of the earth. So that's probably overstatement. But anyways, we'll make our way over here. Now we have the Rage gen. We also care a lot about the March Speed. So we're going to grab the March Speed next. You might actually grab the March Speed first if you're limited on talent points. We're not because we're about to hit level 60. Now we need to start to actually think about what we're doing. How much do we care about this? Increases the active skill damage? I mean, we care about that a lot. That seems so good. I'm in. Now we need to think again. We have 10 more points in total to put. 10 more points to put somewhere. With 10 points, we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But like, this is not very good. That's not all that good. What's over here? That's not all that exciting either. I mean, it's a lot of stats. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 if I just want archer stats, but like, do I kind of just want to do this? This is very dangerous in ARK of OSIRIS. Isn't this very dangerous for ARK of OSIRIS? Don't you think? The whole point with this commander is probably to like be hitting many armies. Increases skill damage dealt, but also increases skill damage taken. Is this good? Or is this just neutral value? What do you think? Good or neutral? Is this good or neutral? Killer Alon saying you wouldn't get Naked Rage. I mean, like, I'm the AoE commander, right? I'm going to hit everybody. I'm going to completely wreck everybody. Grace is asking, where do we get Mina Sculptures without buying? You can't. You have to buy to get Mina Sculptures. Pixelated Photography says, hey, we just finished our arc. We had a T5 enemy, but won. Congratulations. Think your strategy video to thank for our wins. You're very, very welcome. Glad it helped. Let's say that I'm hitting 5 armies and 1 army is hitting me. Then I'm getting insane value from Naked Rage, right? Isn't that right? I think the value might be in Naked Rage. What about Latent Power? Enhances additional skill damage. That's going to be... Ooh. Hey! Big King K with the $100 donation. Holy moly. I don't see it in the super chat, but I see it came across the center. Oh, hey, you donated via the link in the description. Cool. So the $100 shows up over there. Contribution toward my T5 troops. Woo! And off to the side over here, there's your name. I love when stuff works. Thanks for the donation. That's freaking sweet. Making our way to T5s. That's awesome. Thanks. Nice. Big smile over here. Okay. Additional skill damage. Should we do it? Should we not do it? Should we do it? Additional skill damage, I think, is relevant to additional damage factor, right? So if Kusunoki is in here, like, I mean, 6% damage over here seems good. He does additional damage here. That seems good, right? Who am I pairing him with that's going to do additional damage factor? I mean, let's be real. If we're doing this, we're probably pairing with Lee Seong-jae. He does direct damage factor, which is not additional damage factor, right? Right? This is the pairing we would do, I think. If we're going full archers, it's not additional damage factor. We could do El Cid. We could do El Cid. My El Cid, by the way, if I just put one more point on El Cid, I could just use him. I'm being very patient with El Cid because I really want the march speed. Maybe I shouldn't be so patient. Frederick is better than El Cid. Here's my Freddy. My Freddy, I don't know. I don't know. I think I could use my El Cid right now. I could also use Freddy in that combination. Freddy could be used. But if I'm rocking like the insane skill damage, right? Like that additional damage factor, 6%, like it's not that big a deal though. We're talking about 60 extra damage factor. Is that right? Am I mathing? Eh. Yeah, it's 6%. Would it be? Yeah. Eh. Be patient. I'm doing fine. Did you see that Ronnie is using Julius for archers? That's cool. That's spicy. That's super spicy. I would believe that. So let's go back to the core question. Do we put the additional damage factor onto Kusunoki? Do we put the additional damage factor onto Kusunoki? So if we... Wait. Oh, yeah. We got to go over here. I was like, what happened? Okay. So if we put 3 points over here... I think I've convinced myself that 3 points over here is pretty good. I think I've convinced myself that that's worth it. And then I would put 2 points here. And I would put 3 points here. I'm not putting any points into this because I think that's not good. That's definitely not good. If you had a mixed army, that would be a thing. But we're way past that. So I think I put the 3 points into latent power. But is Naked Rage still good? Naked Rage could still be good here. I mean, I like the extra damage. I like the extra damage a lot. And we have AoE. You know what? Here's what I think I'm going to do. You know what? I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do Naked Rage. You know what I just realized? How many players use a commander like Scipio, use a commander like Caesar as the primary? Right? How many players use those? A bunch of players do, right? So if you're using those commanders as the primary, you're not getting skill attacks at all. 0 skill attacks, right? So I think what we do, this is going to look a little weird, but I think we go 3 points here. I think we go 3 points here. And with the remaining 3 points, we just make our way to Arrows Knocked. I think that's what we do. 1, 2, 1. We've done it. How do I feel about this build? I feel pretty good. Killer Alan saying he's changed his mind about Naked Rage since he's AoE. That means you think it's good, right? I think it's good. I think because he's AoE, and because a bunch of commanders don't even do skill damage at all, I think we're good here. What combination would we use if we're trying this out in the open field? We probably rock Kusunoki with... Honestly, like, we might just not be patient anymore. We might just not be patient and just put one more skill point on El Cid. That might be a thing. Ooh, another super chat. Big King, did you... Wait, did you just donate another $100? Holy moly. Okay, so you donated via the link in the description, because there you are twice over here, and the T5 progress is just ticking up, baby. We're doing it. T5s. I'm doing great. Professor Oz asked how I'm doing. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. We're having a great Sunday morning, making our way to T5. Yes, Big King, where are you? You're not in chat. You're a mysterious donor. A mysterious donor. That's amazing. This is amazing. I mean, I think you like seeing about builds. Big King is secretly Aaron. Is it secretly Aaron? Could be Aaron. Who knows? Who knows? Nicola, CPO plus Kusunoki or Kusunoki plus CPO? So how do I feel about that combination? Killer Alan says it's horrible. Well, let's diagnose it for a second. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see here. So if we look at CPO, if I can find him, he's giving us more troops. He is making us get really punchy occasionally. And military life makes it so you take less damage and you have higher counterattack. So the thing that's interesting about CPO, if you make him the primary, is that CPO really cares about a mixed army. So I don't love CPO as the primary. You could get Burning Blood. You could get Lord of War. You could rock Effortless. You could make your way up over here to Strategic Prowess, getting the move speed along the way. You could avoid these guys over here. The Healing Herbs is kind of irrelevant. I think if you're doing the combo, you make Kusunoki. Did you say Kusunoki? That was what we were talking about, right? Yeah. You make Kusunoki the primary, and you use this build that I came up with over here. You use this build over here. And you're going to generate a lot of rage, which means you're going to have basically 100% uptime on this skill over here, which is not bad. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. What do I think a better combination might be? Honestly, I think you might be better off with Kusunoki and Sun Tzu. That might be a better combination. That might be slightly better. What do I think about Herman and Tomo? I think Tomo in the early game is fine. Ooh, right. Why have I not thought about Herman this whole time? Kusunoki and... Herman is amazing. Everybody hates on Herman. But, like, Herman is good. Yes, Professor Oz, the arc ended an hour and 20 minutes ago. It was pretty fun to watch. Wait a minute. More donation sounds. Big King K just donated $150? Thank you for the donation. That is incredibly generous. Wow. Wow. Hold on. I need to compose myself. I just need to chill for a minute. I just need to chill. We're just going to chill. We're just going to chill. I'm just going to check the link from the description in my video to see if, like, I haven't done much with Streamlabs before. This is new to me. I'm a new content creator. Like, this is all brand new to me. Is there any, like, messages? No, I don't see any messages in Streamlabs. I just see Big King K, the monster donor, at a total of $350. Holy moly. Okay. Okay. I'm calm. I'm cool. This is all fine. Everything is normal. Normal Sunday morning. This is amazing. Thank you, Big King K, for the donation. Wow. Okay. Let's talk about Herman. Why is Herman good? Why is Herman good? I don't know. Chat, you tell me. Why do I think Herman's good? Why do I think Herman is a beast? Secret beast. Why do I think that, chat? Why do I think that? I'm going to give you a second to populate that. Professor Oz saying Rage Gen. Yup. That is true. Andrea says, hi, my friend. Love your videos. Nice. Nice. Killer Alarm likes the silence. Yeah, okay, the silence is fine. Paid to Rage loves Herman. They're saying the first skill, nuke with expertise. I have not heard yet the reason why I like Herman, and that is the move speed. There it is. Ichichia says Archer move speed. In the Ark of Osiris, you cannot use an army if it is not mobile. An army must be mobile to be usable in the Ark of Osiris. Must be mobile in the Ark of Osiris. The move speed here is monster, 10%. If you use Herman with El Cid, which I think is a dope AF combo, you could have an upwards of 25% march speed, which, by the way, is more march speed than you're getting from the Mina-Cao combination. Mina's giving 10, Cao is giving 10. The open field is a scary place in Ark of Osiris because you get caught out of position. The open field is a very scary place because you get caught out of position. So I think that the march speed is very, very crucial. It's one of the few armies I think is good in the open field. That's what I think. So I really like El Cid with Herman. The other thing that someone pointed out, which is very, very smart, let's just talk about the Rage Gen over here in National Hero. National Hero is offering you 100 Rage with a 10% trigger attack from your normal attacks, which means it's basically 10 Rage per second, which is basically the equivalent of this over here. It's actually better. It's the equivalent of this over here. It's amazing. The Rage Gen is through the roof. I think Herman is very good. I would rather use Herman with Yi Seong-Ye than Kusunoki with Yi Seong-Ye, even though Kusunoki's an AoE commander and I'm trying to build an AoE unit. Because the Rage Gen is just so busted. It's so busted. You start to hit a point with Rage generation engines. Because of Rejuvenate, this creates an engine. The more skill attacks you use means you get more skill attacks. I think that would be a better combo. That said, I am potentially working my way towards rocking Yi Seong-Ye with El Cid as like a duo. But for now, both of them are not leveled up. My Kusunoki is, so if I go full archers, I'm probably going to use Kusunoki over here. What do I think about Scipio and Richard together? I think they're fine. I think it's a fine combo. Talking Turtle, how low of a power will I accept when we recruit? Let me tell you what. Kingdom 51 is going to accept people of all power, and the question is which alliance you will join. My alliance already has a 12 million power minimum. I expect it will jump up between 15 to 20, but we do not know enough about how KVK works or how kingdom migrations work to really say anything definitive there. Martim says, hey, Chisgule, I'm thinking of starting to invest money in the game. Would you say the difference between free-to-play and, let's say, $50 every 2 weeks is big or barely noticeable? The initial investment is insane. If you make an early investment in the game, you unlock the road to greatness. You get a ton of value. It's pretty unbelievable. You can buy things that are higher than average value, like the King's Coronation, and I think those make a really big difference. From there, you're getting kind of incremental value that is, I think, good, but you could stick to like the 30-day gem supply as a more comfortable thing to be putting money into and still get really, really good value. There is someone with the nickname Marv. May I know why do you attack cities in the kill event, though you won't attack cities? I think some number of people's cities were attacked. I think at one point we attacked Big Dadpool because he attacked somebody's farm, like he attacked the city. Honestly, like, my time and attention is pulled in so many different directions. I have minimal time to regulate stuff in the kingdom right now. It's just, yeah. Kevin Spall, Killer Alon, thinks he might start streaming as well. Nice. CJ Games, what's my alliance? Legion Forever, Kingdom 51. Let's see here. Kevin Spall, the alliance from the streamed ARK of Osiris. That's where he's from. 235. Nice. Whew. Okay. Okay. What else do we need to talk about today? What else do we need to... Oh. Piyush is saying, when is the ARK? My friend, ARK has already happened. Killer Alon, check in-game DMs I sent you. Okay, hold on. About Killer Alon... About... Here we go. Boom, boom. This is Aaron's main account, apparently, that we're going to check out. Oh boy. What do we got here? Aaron, 2366. Woo! That power, though. Look at those kills. This guy. Oh, the dead troops. He's got that much power despite having 4.1 million dead. Jeez. 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 He's gathered some resources on this account. Look at the resource assistance. 14 billion with a B. Ooh, boy, I need a moment. I need a moment to compose myself. That's insane. Well, that's insane. Well, that's insane. Chis, what do you think about Herman and El Cid to support Wales in war? I think it's a great combination. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Use Herman as the primary, El Cid as the secondary, and I think you're going to do work. I think you're going to do work. In fact, let's just test that the theory works. Let's just test that theory. Let's just test the theory. Level 24, I don't care what level it is. We're going to win, right? We should win. I've never tested this. We need to test this. Herman and... Where's El Cid? And El Cid. Let's bring archers. We're going to look at the battle log, and we're going to confirm that we get a 3-second chained silence. Tickmont says, Killer Alon, that's not a whale, that's a megalodon. Indeed it is. CJ Games has dizzy faces. That's the response. It's kind of cool that I actually didn't know if that was dizzy face or not, but I hover over it in chat, and it looks like it is. Nailed it. Pat myself on the back. Let's go battle this. I'm really curious if the silence actually chains for a full 3 seconds. There's no talent points on my Herman. The point of this is not to show stuff. We're getting scouted by Agony. Sure. And here we go. Let's see what happens here. Dizzy face. Indeed. We should see a 3-second silence. So the skill attack goes off. Now the silence is relevant. Now the silence is relevant again. And then another silence happens, I think. I just saw a skill attack. I don't know. We're going to have to look at the log. So it should be, now there's a silence, still silenced. What is happening? I don't know. We'll have to look at the log. We'll have to look at the log. What I expect to find is the first skill attack goes off. It applies Herman's silence. Then the next turn he's silenced. Then the next turn he's still silenced, but El Cid applies his attack and makes him silenced again for the next turn, where it's 3 turns in a row of silence. Let's look. Battle log. First skill attack is on. Turn 11, casts ambush. Turn 12, Calvin's troops cannot use active skills due to the silence effects caused by ambush. Okay, this is what we want to see. Then turn 13, Troops can still not use active skills because they're silenced. And El Cid casts Famous Warrior. Then, turn 14, troops cannot attack due to restriction effects caused by El Cid Famous Warrior or use active skills. There you go. 3-second silence chain. Now, the real question is, if you had enough rage generation, could you make this a nearly infinite silence chain? Could you do it? I don't know. I think with the rage generation from Herman and using Herman as the primary over here, if you had the talents over here, which is 9 rage for each normal attack, the talents over here, which is another 9 rage for each normal attack, the talents over here for 10 rage a second, basically. I mean, like, and this rage gen, I think you might be able to do a nearly infinite silence chain, which is pretty nuts. Aaron will migrate to Kingdom 16 with Ronnie. Holy moly, that'd be insane. Don't set the power limit to unlimited if you fear someone might transfer in like that. Yeah, true. Paid to rage, I think Rock will control the Kingdom migration or the game will break. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to control it. I think they'll have some controls, though. Kevin, how does someone gather 25 million resources and just play based on pay to win? Yeah, I mean, you don't have to farm. You can pay to win fully. That's a thing. How often do they add new commanders? They've only done it once. So far. All right, friends. This has been a lot of fun. I think I'm going to head out for now. Maybe we'll be back to stream more ARK of OSIRIS later today. I have not decided whether or not I'm going to do that. I might lose my voice if I keep streaming. This has been a ton of fun to do with you. Thank you so much for everyone who joined and everyone who donated, particularly Big King K bringing in the massive donations. Holy freaking moly. My friends, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Links in the description to join my Discord where lots of cool stuff happens. And until next time, my friends, you have fun smashing the kingdom.